Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video on Aldi makeup dupes because they recently brought out more makeup again. Some of these I'm not even sure what they're meant to be dupes for. I have two primers. I have illuminating primer and then I have foundation primer. So I'm going to go with the foundation primer. I don't know what the difference is in either of them. Again, this looks like the Smashbox primer. It says the Snapshot Ready Foundation Primer. And it says a silky smooth foundation primer that creates the perfect canvas for makeup, blur the look of pores and fine lines to become photo ready in a flash. Contains vitamin A and E, grapeseed extract and green tea, and it's oil free. And it says apply a pea-sized amount before foundation, starting in the center of face and blend outward. That was basically just very basic instructions, really, and then it just gives you information of what's in the primer. So I'm just going to run down to the price. The primer was €3. So I'm going to do what it says, pea size amount. Rub it in between my fingers. And then just blend it outward. This actually feels really smoothing already. I will also say it says oil free, but this feels really oily. I do definitely think it has minimized pores. My skin does feel really smooth. I'm just going to take another little bit and rub it on my forehead. Okay, so that's it for primer. I mean, it says it would reduce pores. I think it did that definitely. It also said reduce fine lines. I do think it's a bit oily though. It says no oil, but I do find that really oily. That could also be like the green tea extract and the vitamin A and E. I'm just trying to get this open because I probably should have checked that I had everything open first before starting. Okay, so this is a highlight stick. I'm not even sure what highlight stick this is meant to be a dupe for. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But it is a really nice highlight. I don't even think I'm not going to go like that on my face. I'm going to take just, what I might actually do is rub it on the back of my hand again. Just tap my finger in it. And tap it on like that. It's only a very natural glow that if you didn't want to wear makeup, I'd recommend this and just put it on top of your cheeks. and it just looks very natural. There you go, that does look very natural. Oh, I also need to give you the price of that. The highlighter is €4. Okay, so now onto foundation. The only foundation I have is a BB cream. It's called Medium Skin Tones Multi-Care Face Cream BB. So it's a multi-care beauty balm which blends in perfectly with your skin tone, the ideal solution for a radiant complexion with an ultra natural look. So I don't know if this is really going to be a foundation or if it's just going to be like moisturizer with a bit of skin tint in it. I might just put it on the back of my hand. It doesn't really smell like anything. I think I will take a brush. So it is a BB cream, so it's only like a moisture cream with a slight skin tint. I do think it matches my skin perfectly. Don't forget to bring it down the neck. It doesn't have much coverage really. But I'm having quite a lot of bad spots at the moment, so I wouldn't actually wear just a BB cream on its own. The good thing is I do have concealer as well, but overall it actually is quite nice. If this is what you wear as a BB cream, it's nice. I do think it also gives you a bit of a glow. It's very natural. It doesn't have a lot of coverage. You can still see my spots and redness. I don't actually have the price of that BB cream, but most of this is fairly cheap. The concealer next, and I'm going to move on to. The concealer was €5, so then I would presume the foundation would probably be around, or the BB cream would be around that price as well. I do like how my skin looks with this on because it looks very glowy, it looks very natural, and it does match my skin tone perfectly. Okay, so now from concealer, So this is the Radiant Concealer. What do you think of when you hear Radiant? Because I immediately go to NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. You can still see a lot of redness on my cheeks, so I'm actually going to bring it down onto my cheeks so I can cover the bit of redness a bit more. Instead of taking my foundation brush, I'm going to go with Beauty Blender that I've already wet. That has made a big difference. It has definitely highlighted. It has definitely kind of blurred everything. What I would say is I don't think it's covering the redness on my cheeks completely. It is really good. It looks really good on camera and it looks like really good coverage on camera. But when I'm looking in person in my mirror, the redness is still there, so it's not gone away completely. I am going to highlight a little bit just to add a little bit more coverage, so that it will cover up any redness that the BB cream didn't cover up. And I'm actually going to take the foundation brush that I took and try to blend it in with that, so that it won't come out as white. Yeah, it didn't come out as white now that time, but it covered a bit better. Yeah, you can see it on the forehead as well, that it did cover a bit better. I think I might have to take the Beauty Blender for my nose. Okay. Okay. The only other thing is I didn't get eyeshadow because they came out with eyeshadow palettes again, but they look like the exact same as the last time where they did like the last time they came out with eyeshadows they looked like exact dupes for the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and they looked the exact same again this time, but except this time it was like the Heat palette, Naked Heat. And considering I already did a video on the other ones, I was just like, I don't need to buy those ones again, really. So I just didn't bother getting them. But I said I would do a review on everything else to let you know what I think of them. Okay, so now setting powder is something I don't have either. I don't think so. Let me check. no, I don't have setting powder, so I'm just going to use a drugstore setting powder that would be quite cheap as well. I'm just going to use my Maybelline setting powder. I do actually like how this is looking. It's not looking too bad. Okay, so that's my makeup set. Okay, so that's my makeup set. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my bronze and highlight and blush. I don't know what this palette is meant to be a dupe for, unless it's something like Benefit or something. Here it is. It's called Cheeky Cheeks by Lacura. You got your bronzer, your highlight, and your blush. Ooh, there's a really strong smell of like perfume off it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to feel about this blush, because the blush looks like it has glitter in it, which is something I hate when it comes to blush. I prefer a matte blush. The bronzer, it just looks like normal bronzer, kicks up a bit. So I'm just going to put this on. So that has definitely added a nice bronzy look. I'm just going to go back in with another brush to take some of it off, because I think I bent it a bit harsh over here. There we go. And just calm it down a bit. And same up here, just want to blend some of that out so it doesn't look too harsh. So now I'm going to take the blush and just put it on my cheeks. Okay, there is more highlight in this blush than pigment. So I literally just add on highlight to my cheeks. I may as well add that as soon as I'm tapping any extra off the brush. It's just flying right off the brush. I mean, there isn't too much colour on my cheeks because it's just highlight, really. It's full of glitter, so I feel like it's just emphasising my cheeks. Lastly, I'm just going to go in with highlight. It is a really nice highlight, I'll give it that. The bronzer's not bad either. Again, as I always say, it just depends on what you're looking for in makeup. If you like glittery blush, then you will like this. If you don't, will not like the blush. Everything else in it was fine. Even though everything else in it was fine, I will say also it has a lot of kickback. It's very powdery. So the last two things I have is mascara. Okay, so this is the benefit. Liqueur too legit. I mean, what does this look like to you? To me, it looks like the Benefit Bare Real mascara. So, okay, it is a really thick wand. It's also going to be hard to get in there for anybody that has really small eyes. If your eyes are like overshadowing your eyelids, you're going to get this all over your eyelid, as well as bottom lids. This is going to be so hard to fill in the bottom lids with. It's not a bad mascara. You can see the difference on this side compared to this side. I wouldn't say it's done much either though. Something else that I'm learning is that I don't like plastic brushes, or I don't like plastic bristles. And that's what this is. It's plastic. It's not like a brush, and I much prefer It's much easier for me to do my right eye. I always poke myself in the left eye whenever I'm doing the left eye. So it's not a terrible mascara. I think there's better out there, but if you like, as usual, if you're a beginner or a learner, it's not bad makeup where you could just start to learn how to do makeup with it. The BB cream isn't bad. I actually might keep that because I don't know, I really like how it looked. Overall, was there anything bad? I don't think there was anything too bad. It's cheap makeup. You're getting what you pay for. I would say it's good makeup for like a beginner. I would also say a lot of these are dupes to high-end brands, especially if you can't afford them. Last thing that I forgot, lipstick. So the lipstick I have is red. So I'm going to line my lips with a Maybelline lip liner in the shade 90 Brick Red. Okay, so that's my lips lined. I'm just going to apply the lipstick now. And the lipstick shade is called Vogue. It has really nice packaging. It has like purpley reflect packaging. It's really cute. And so I'm just going to head and apply. I'm not sure how I feel about this red shade because I feel like it's a bit more orange than red. Because the way red lipstick works, the more blue, the darker the red. I feel like this doesn't have enough blue. I feel like it looks more orange than red. It's not a big detail, but I just prefer more blue from my, if I was to wear red lipstick. Yeah. So that's it for the full face of Aldi makeup dupes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Overall, the products weren't that bad. Hang on, I forgot setting spray. I mean, what do you need to know with setting spray? That's pretty much it. I should have done this before doing... Ooh. Why does this look like Tatcha or something? Really weird, isn't it? It looks like Tatcha. It's liqueur, if you're just wondering. Ooh, that smells really nice. It smells really good. I might be keeping that. It smells so good. I feel like that's made my skin look even better again. So that's everything now this time for the Aldi makeup look. As I said, I think it's makeup that is suitable for kids if they're, or like a teenager if they're just starting to wear makeup. Overall the products weren't that bad. You know, you pay for what you get, as I said. I didn't buy any eyeshadow, as I said. I could have easily thrown on bronzer on my eyelids and just a little bit of the highlight and be ready to go. I couldn't have been bothered doing that today. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks guys.